Hi, in this video the Legal Rasta team will teach you all about the LLP versus private limited versus one-person company versus partnership versus proprietorship, its definition, minimum requirement and advantages. Types of business formation. If you are new to business and unable to decide whether to be a sole proprietor or in partnership or be in partnership but with limited liability, LLP, or opposite to start as a private company or be the one-person company with all the advantage of private company, then it is better to have a quick glance at each of the 5 concepts and the difference between them. The decision must be taken keeping in mind the investment, size of business, number of members and the risk-taking, the ability of the promoter. Below is the list of differences between proprietorship, partnership, LLP, private limited company and one-person company are as follows. Minimum requirements for company registration. Proprietorship, no formal registration for proprietorship. Partnership, registration is optional. Registered under Partnership Act, 1932. Limited liability partnership, registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Registered under Limited Liability Partnership Act, 2008. Private limited company, registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Registered under Companies Act, 2013. One-person company, registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Registered under Companies Act, 2013. Name of the entity, proprietorship, owner's choice of names can be named. No approval is required. Partnership, owner's choice of names can be named. No approval is required. Limited liability, name must not be illegal, offensive, identical or similar to existing company or registered trademark. Name must be approved by the Registrar of Company, ROC. Private limited company, name must not be illegal, offensive, identical or similar to existing company or registered trademark. Name must be approved by Registrar of Company, ROC. One-person company, name must not be illegal, offensive, identical or similar to existing company or registered trademark. Name must be approved by Registrar of Company, ROC. Legal status of entity, proprietorship, not considered as a separate legal entity. Partnership, not considered as a separate legal entity. Limited liability partnership, considered as a separate legal entity. Private limited company, considered as a separate legal entity. One-person company, considered as a separate legal entity. Members' liability, proprietorship, unlimited liability. Responsible for all the liabilities of business. Partnership, unlimited liability. Responsible for all the liabilities of partnership. Limited liability partnership, limited liability. Liable to the extent of shares amount invested in the LLP. Private limited company, limited liability. Liable to the extent of share capital of the company. One-person company, limited liability. Liable to the extent of share capital invested in the company. Minimum number of members, proprietorship, can have only one member. Partnership, at least 2 persons are required. Limited liability partnership, at least 2 persons are required. Private limited company, at least 2 persons are required. One-person company, at least 2 persons are required. Director and nominee director. Maximum number of members, proprietorship, can have only 1 member. Partnership, maximum 20 people can be partners. Limited liability partnership, can have unlimited number of members. Private limited company, maximum 200 people can be members. One-person company, maximum 2 people, director and nominee director. Registration cost, proprietorship, online companies like Legal Rasta offer registration at an all-inclusive price of Rs 2,999. Partnership, online companies like Legal Rasta offer registration at an all-inclusive price of Rs 2,199. Limited liability partnership, Online companies like Legal Rasta offer registration at an all-inclusive price of Rs 7,999. Private limited company. Online companies like Legal Rasta offer registration at an all-inclusive price of Rs 13,999. One-person company. Online companies like Legal Rasta offer registration at an all-inclusive price of Rs 12,499. LegalRasta.com is India's top destination for legal and company matters. We can help you in forming any type of legal documents and business entity, example private limited company, LLP, filing individual and company return, helping companies for their compliances such as ROC filings and minutes, protecting work through trademark and copyright. We are a trusted partner with multiple top-level expertise and affiliation, and yet cost-effective. So log on now at LegalRasta.com to get your registration in LLP versus private limited versus one-person company versus partnership versus proprietorship, or mail us at contact@legalrasta.com.